Good morning students. Today we are going to start with 7th SOP of IT. So earlier we have completed total 6 SOPs of IT. So according to your book, this is SOP number 2 of PHP, server side scripting language PHP. So today we will start with SOP 2 of your book, and according to your practicals that we have completed, this is SOP number 7. So we have completed total 3 SOPs of HTML, 2 of JavaScript and 1 of PHP. So this is next SOP of PHP. So SOP number 2 is write a PHP function to count the total number of vowels. So again, this program is to count the vowels. You know vowels A, E, I, O, U from the string. So what you have to do is you have to create a function to accept the string, and after that you have to calculate the total number of vowels present in a string. So accept a string by using HTML form. So first of all you have to create a form, then you will enter your string in that form, and then you have to apply a code which will calculate the number of vowels in a string. So let's start with this program. So let's start with the program. The first line is HTML. Now after the HTML, the second tag is body tag. I have skipped the head and title tag. You can add if you want. So inside the body tag, the first thing is H1. H1 is heading tag. H1 will create a heading on your web page. So H1 align is equals to center. This statement will align the heading to the center of the web page. So H1 is a heading tag, and align is equals to center will align the heading to the center. And this is the heading that we want to display on the web page. For example, the heading that I have chosen is string functions. So string functions word will display as a heading on your web page, and close heading tag. Now we have to create a form. So for this we have to start form tag. So this is the starting of the form tag, FORM, form tag. This will create a form on your web page. Now next thing is method is equals to post, and action is equals to vowel.php. Students, in the previous video I have already told you in PHP we use method and action to send the value to that particular page and store that value. So method is post. We have two methods, get and post. Post is one of the secure method. So method is equals to post means it will send the data, and action is equals to vowel.php. Action is equals to vowel.php means it, as in this program I have given the PHP program inside in the same page after the HTML tag. So that's why I am using this on same page. So it will send my data to this web page, that is vowel.php. So I have saved this whole page with name vowel.php. So that's why I have written the action vowel.php. Okay. So next thing is we have to create text box and button on our web page, so that we can enter the value in the text box, and button will calculate or will check the string that how many vowels are present in a string. So for this we have to create text box and one button. So this is a start to create a text box. Input type is equals to text. This is the form of property. We can make use of this property to create text boxes. So input type is equals to text will create a text box on your web page, and name is equals to str. This is a name that we have provided to text box. You can provide any name, but always you have to write the name inside the double quotes. And after this break tag is used line. Next line is input type is equals to submit. Input type is equals to submit means this will create a submit button on your web page. Submit will create a button on your web page, and again you have to write submit under double quotes. Name is equals to submit, so this is the name that we have provided to the button, and value is equals to count vowels. So you have to provide two things, name and value. So again you have to write the value inside the double quotes, then form tag close, body tag close, HTML tag close. So students, tell this what we have performed is we have created a form, and inside the form we have created two things, that is text box and submit button, because you have to enter your string in text box and you require submit button to calculate or to check or to count the number of vowels in your string. So till this we have created a form by using HTML. Now we have to start with the PHP part. So let's start with the PHP part. If this is the start of the PHP, question mark PHP, this indicates the start of the PHP. Now second line is if is set. I have already told you in the previous lecture that is set is a function, and inside the bracket there is a dollar symbol. Dollar symbol is used to declare variables. It is used to declare the data type of a variable, because in PHP we do not declare variables with data type like integer, char, float. So we simply declare every variable with dollar symbol. So dollar symbol, and we always initialize variable with the underscore, and as well as we can initialize it with any alphabet. So here we are initializing this variable, we are declaring this variable post with this underscore and submit. So start with the curly bracket. Now what we have to do is, this will, the meaning of this statement is it will post the data to the submit button. Okay, so as we have created a submit button, so it will submit the data. Now start with the curly bracket. Now this is the start of the program, that what we actually have to do inside the program. So the very first line is, it is very important to understand these things, students, so listen it carefully. String to lower. String to lower is a function which converts the string into lowercase. So see students, why we are using this function, there are chances that the user has entered the string by using some lowercase and uppercase characters. So it is mandatory that we have to transfer it into some uniform method, that is either into lowercase or uppercase, and we have to apply condition accordingly. If we convert the string into uppercase, then we have to give the condition by using uppercase letters A, E, I, O, U. So here we are converting it into lowercase. So string to lower, inside the bracket there is dollar symbol, underscore, post, string. So this statement will convert the value of the string into lowercase and transfer the value into string, str, dollar string. Again this is a variable, so it starts with dollar symbol. So string. So it means the meaning of first line is, after this line the lowercase string is now in str. So str contains the value of the string whatever user has entered in the text box. So the value of the string is in string, str. Okay, so the meaning of this statement, I hope it is clear to you. Now next line is, let's start with the next line. This is the second line. Array, A, E, I, O, U. Now we have created an array. We have used this word, keyword, and in this array we have taken 5 alphabets which are vowels, because see students, computer computer and the program does not know that what we want to perform. So whatever we want to perform, we have to give everything inside the program in the form of conditions. So computer don't know what are vowels, and even this program don't know what are vowels and how many vowels are there. So if we want to consider A, E, I, O, U as a vowel, we have to declare that thing. So we are declaring 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U, and you have to write all the alphabets inside single quotes, not double quotes, inside double quotes, and separate everyone with comma. Separate everyone with comma. So array, these are the 5 characters that we have already declared, and we are transferring the value into another variable, vowels. So dollar vowels. So this is again a variable that we have used. So students, till this statement we have done 2 things. We have stored the value of the string inside another variable str. So str contains the value of the string, and we have stored the value of vowels inside a keyword, vowels. So the program will compare every character with the vowels, and the program will decide whether it is vowel or not. Okay. So next line is, whenever we deal with string and whenever we have to calculate anything on the string, it is the first condition that we must know the length of the string, because otherwise how we can apply a string condition on a string to traverse a string and to check the value of the string. So every time you have to apply this function, that is string length. String length function will calculate the length of the string. So this is a string length function, strlen. This is a string length function, and inside the bracket this is $str. $str means which contains the value of the string. So this function will calculate the length of the string and transfer the result into length variable, len, $len. So it means with this line, len variable will contain the total length of the string. For example, the length of the string is 5. So length will contain the length of the string as a 5. Okay. So next line is $num is equals to 0. So this is just a variable that we have initialized it to 0. Num is a number. This is a variable, and we have initialized its value to 0, because later on we have to use this variable. So that's why earlier we have initialized it to 0. Now we have to apply for loop. Why we have to apply for loop? We have to apply for loop to repeat the process. So for this, why we have to repeat the process? Because if we have a string of 5 characters, so first of all we will check the first character, then second, third, and so on. So we have to repeat the process. So for this we are going to apply for loop. For I is equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and it I always starts with dollar symbol, because I is again a variable, and in PHP variable starts with dollar symbol. So the meaning of this line is, we are initializing the value of I is equals to 0. It means it will start from the 0th index value, and it will repeat the loop till I less than length, whatever will be the length, and it will increment the value of the I. So for example, if we have a string of 5 characters, so the length of the string is 5. If we start from the 0 index value, it repeat the steps till I less than 4, because if we have 5 characters, these are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the loop will check characters till 4th number, because we are starting from 0. Okay, so it will check the value of the string, repeat the process. Now start with the curly bracket. Now in the next line we have to apply condition. Condition means what it will check when it will traverse the string. So the condition is if in array means in is a variable, array means where we have stored the value. Now inside the bracket The meaning of this line is stri comma vowels. String at ith. Ith means ith number, that is index value. String at index number comma vowels. It will check the value of the vowel and transfer the result in the array. And if there is a vowel, see, I will explain you with by taking the example. For example, I have taken an example of arham. Okay, so let's suppose this is a string that we have entered. Now what is the meaning of this string? This is a string. Okay, so this is a string. Suppose I am checking the first character, so the value of ith here is 0 because it is at 0 index value, because the index value of I will show you with index value. Okay, so see students, let's suppose I have taken a string as arham. The total length of the string is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is the length of the string. Now I am storing this in array by using index value, that is starting from index value 0. So the index value of A is 0, R is stored at 1, 2, 3, 4. So M is stored at 4 number. So according to this condition, it will check till the 4th index value. Okay. So now what is the meaning of this line? The string at bracket, in the bracket inside there is ith, that is index value. String at index value. For example, we are checking the value of first character A. A is at index value 0. Now it will compare the value with the vowels. So you know students, look at this line. Here we have stored the value A, E, I, O, U inside the variable vowels. So inside the vowels there are 5 characters A, E, I, O, U. So it will check the value of the character with the value of the vowels and then decide what it has to do. So for example, it will check the first value, the string is A, and it will check it with the vowel. Inside the vowel there is A, so it means it is a vowel. Then it will increment the value of the number. Number is a variable which will get incremented if there is a vowel. Now look at this condition. If in array string at ith comma vowel, it means if there is a vowel in a string, it will increment the value of the number. So initially we have declared the number with 0. So we have set the value of the number as 0, and at this step we are incrementing the value of the number. Plus plus means increment the value. So it will set the value of the number as 1 and curly bracket close, echo, this will print, echo will print the message on the web page. Number of vowels is equals to, this is a colon and you have to write with dot. Number of vowels is equals to dot dollar number. So it means the answer is, where the answer is stored, the answer is in number. So we have to print the value of the number. So for this you have to write dot number, dot dollar symbol and number, curly bracket close, PHP close. So I will show you how it will check the value. First of all, it will check the first character A, it is a vowel. It will increment the value of the number. Initially it is 0, now the number will become 1. Okay, it will check second, it is not a vowel. Then it will check third, it is not a vowel. Then it will check this, it is again a vowel, and it will increment the value of the number. Initially it was 0, but when we check the string, the value becomes 1. Now there is again one more vowel, so it will again increment and the value becomes 2. Now last word is M, it is not a vowel, so it will display the answer as 2. So students, I hope it is clear to you. I have explained in a very detailed way. So I hope it is clear to everyone that it is a very simple program, very easy program. Try to understand the program with concepts. Otherwise, you won't be able to understand. Okay, so what you have to do is, first of all, you have to design a form and you have to create text box and submit button inside the form. So that is HTML part. Now inside the PHP, what you have to do is, first of all, you have to convert your string into lower string. Then you have to initialize the vowels, that how many vowels are there, and you have to store that value inside another variable. So here we have used a variable vowels. Now this is the length of the string, will calculate the length of the string. Then you have to apply for loop to calculate or to repeat the steps. Now we have to apply condition to check whether there is vowel or not. So for this we have to write string and vowels. So see students, you have to write the same word here. If you make spelling mistake or if it will not match, then it will not calculate the desired output, because see here the word is VOWELS. So you have to write the same word here because it fetch the data from this variable. Okay, so you have if there is a vowel, you have to increment the value of the number and then you have to print the vowels. So now I show you what you have to do. First of all, you have to save your program, as I have already saved it. Now I will show you how you have to save it. Save as. Every time when you have to save PHP program, you have to write the name inside double quotes. Okay, so save it with this double quotes. Vowel check. Suppose I want to write the name as vowel check dot PHP double quotes close. So you have to write the complete name as vowel check dot PHP double quotes close. So we can also write it as vowel dot PHP and give the location as desktop and save. Now we will check on the desktop vowel.php. So see students, this is a file vowel.php. Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to copy that file inside the C drive and you have to copy that file inside the exam. So I will also show you, and first of all we have to start exam to execute this program. So for this, what you have to do is you have to press window button plus R. It will show you this dialog box. When you click on OK, it will show you the control panel of exam. So you have to start Apache by clicking on the start. First of all, it will change to yellow color, then green. It means it is in running mode. Okay, so now it is in running mode. You have to minimize it and you have to copy this file inside C drive. So how you have to copy this file? So first of all, go into C drive where my exam is stored. Now go into exam. Inside the exam, you have to go into HT docs. This is HT docs. Inside the HT docs, I have created a folder PHP. Okay, so this is PHP and I have stored a file with name vowel. Okay, so you can simply copy your file from desktop to this location. Okay, I have also done the same. I have copied the file from desktop to this location. Now we have to check the output of this program. Okay, so how we have to check the output of this program? So for this we have to open a browser. Open your browser and write local host PHP, localhost PHP, whatever is your name of your program. Localhost PHP is the name of the folder and the name of the program is vowel.php, and you have to press enter. Now you will get this output. So see, this is the heading that we have given, string functions, and this is the text box that we have created with the form, and this is the button that we have created with the submit button property. So now we have to give the value inside the text box. For example, I am giving a string as Arham. Okay, so according to that program, I have told you there are two vowels and how it will increment the loop, how it will increment the value and how the loop will execute. Now when we click on this button, it will calculate the result. So the number of vowels are 2. So there are 2 vowels in this string. Now let's suppose we want to check with another variable. So this is a name, Shahi. When we check, see how many vowels are there, only 1. When we click on count vowel, the number of vowel is 1. And for example, I write a word school. Okay, so when I click on this button, the number of vowels are 2. So this is the output of this program. So we have completed 2 programs of PHP. So with this we have completed these 2 programs. So what you have to do is, again, in case of PHP, you have to attach the code of the PHP, that is whatever you have typed, and you have to take a snapshot of this page. Okay, by when you get the output, now you have to check, or you can simply take a snapshot, and you can also take a snapshot by checking the value of the vowels. It is your choice, but you have to take a snapshot of the output screen and you have to attach the output in your file. So students, with this we have completed total 7 programs. So you have to make a file, or you have to make your journal with these 7 programs, and I am thinking that I will give you one more program, so you can write 8 programs in your file. So as of now, due to COVID-19 situation, for the session 2020-21, the board has allowed you to, in case of IT, that you can perform minimum 7 practicals. So this is the condition, you have to perform 7 practicals. So I will give you one more practical. So you have to make your file with total 8 practicals. So that's all for